Hey Virgo, hope you guys are having a good weekend. This read is going to be for you. So I'll start like I always do with my oracle cards and then build on my read with the tarot cards. So universe, what do you have to say to Virgo today? What messages? There we go. She's already trying to jump cards out of my hand here. So we have suffering and silence, the throat chakra, partnerships and alliances. And the throat chakra usually speaks of communication. I have intuition and positive movement forward. So I feel like this read is already speaking to you finding your voice and being able to ask for what you need in life. I'm not sure that it speaks to a romantic relationship yet. I'd have to get more supporting cards on that. But you're definitely moving in the right direction in looking after yourself. I feel like that's what the positive movement forward card speaks of. It's affirmation and encouragement. The crown chakra, which represents spirituality. The heart chakra, which speaks of healing and relationships. Material and spiritual prosperity. Disruption and passion ignited. So with the disruption card, all I can see is disrupting the pattern. The pattern of you being quiet, of you not asking for what you need, and then getting angry or hurt that you're not getting it. That's what it speaks to me of, is that you disrupted and you broke that pattern. And this might be within a romantic relationship as well, just not getting enough of what you were needing. And it might have, by making this change, ignited a new passion in your relationship as well. I'm going to keep pulling cards here and keep building on this. So the Nine of Wands speaks of working towards a goal over time. But in this I see the word exhausted. If you can see the card there. And I feel like that's what you felt like when you weren't saying anything. It was just building on you and building on you and wearing you down. I feel that the Fool card, speaks of this change and seeing things in a new light. And just like, oh, I didn't know it could be like this. Now that you've learned sort of this new way of being. Because I'm starting to feel like this is a romantic relationship. This is with a partner. I have the Six of Swords, which represents moving from stormier times into calmer ones. And I think I don't think this is like an outward, this card reflects on an outward relationship with someone. I think it speaks of inside, the way you felt inside. You felt stormy inside and worn out and maybe chaotic, exhausted. And now you're feeling an inner peace by being able to speak your mind. The King of Cups to me speaks of you really growing emotionally, being able to speak about your emotions, being happier. It's actually allowed you to process your emotions easier as well. And I have the Two of Wands here. I believe it represents choosing a path. I think it was you choosing a new way to be in this life. I believe that that's what the card represents, of making sure that there was an even give and take. And that only happens when you're able to speak your mind and communicate. The Hermit to me represents sort of your introspection. You really reflecting on what was going on in your life and what you were needing to make you happy. So I feel like this is a new beginning in your relationship. Being able to be open, to be honest. It took some higher learning. I believe the Hierophant is speaking of that. Learning a new way to be. And the Three of Wands to me speaks of a positive progression towards your goal. So definitely moving in the right direction, and it's encouragement to keep doing what you're doing, to keep on with this change. Don't fall back into bad habits. I have the Magician card here too. It tends to represent having all the tools that you need to be successful. And I think that was part of this learning experience. Learning to be able to speak your mind, to speak about your emotions, to ask for what you need. That was one of the tools that you needed to be successful, and you had to figure that out for yourself. And now I feel like you're going to have a lot more emotional abundance and satisfaction. That's what I see when I look at the Queen of Cups. And I have the Six of Wands, which represents triumph as well. I have the Nine of Cups, which also speaks of emotional abundance. And the Knight of Swords, to me, he represents keeping those lines of communication open. That's how you're going to have a win. That's how you're going to keep this positive momentum going. That's how you're going to find your happiness. It's how you're going to get what you need. I have the Strength card, and I think that speaks of you building inner strength. While you made this transition in your life and going through all of this and learning these lessons, I feel like it gave you more inner strength. I have the Ace of Swords, which represents triumph. The Ace of Wands, which speaks of a new beginning. To me, I see the word passion. I think it ties in with the Passion Ignited card. I think this has got just a whole new feel for you now. I have the Wheel of Fortune card as well. And the Wheel of Fortune card tends to represent your fortunes changing for the better. And I think you did that to yourself. That wasn't the universe doing it for you. That was you taking control. And your behavior and your choices are changing your own fortunes. I have the Authority card. To me in this, he represents you taking your power back and you being assertive. I have the chakra that deals with emotions. So definitely I believe that it ties into that. Being able to speak your emotions, be assertive about your feelings. And continuing to do that, I got victory and success and triumph. So I think it's definitely that encouragement that you're moving in the right direction to keep up with the good work. You've done the right thing. This is going to make you a lot happier in the long run and give you a lot more of what you need. Because that way your partner is actually able to know what you need so that they can give that to you. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to like, subscribe, join our Tarot Harmony community here, and please leave a comment because I love hearing from you guys too. Alrighty, take care.